Hey everybody, Anthony Bowling, the Bowling Group. I'm back. How are you? Hey, there's been so much that has happened in my life, so much I've got to share with you now that I'm back on the podcast here. I've missed you. I've missed talking to you. But let's jump right into it. You know, I'm about bringing you great information that you can use that's going to help your life. And so today, I'm bringing to you all, I've been getting this question out here every day from my clients. Hey, Anthony, I need to pull money out of my house. I got equity in my house, but I'm older. I'm 55, 65. I'm 70 years old. I'm retired. I got this big old house, but I don't want to sell it necessarily and go where? So what can I do? What options are available to me? I've heard about this reverse mortgage, but I don't know. Can you help me? So today, everybody, I brought to you Phil DeRose, a real estate mortgage specialist with Mutual Omaha Mortgage, who's going to answer all the pros and cons, the ups and downs about reverse mortgages. And this is going to be a special treat. Phil's going to be coming to us. And let me just tell you at the top of the show, we're going to have Phil and his team live in my office market center, the KWPP Market Center. I think it's September 23rd from 12 to 3 for a lunch and learn. So today you're going to get a bit of it, about 15 minutes of it. But look, let me get out of Phil's way. Phil DeRose, hey, welcome to Chasing Gazillions, not the same as making millions.
All right. Thanks very much for that intro, Anthony. For those of you that don't know me, and I would think that might be the majority, I've been a loan officer for about 30 years. In the last 15, I've been focusing almost exclusively on seniors, people that are 65 and older, to do reverse mortgages as opposed to traditional mortgages. We hear a lot about reverse mortgages, pros and cons. We see a lot of things on the internet. We hear from our folks. We hear from our friends. Everybody has a different perspective and different input to it. But I'm here to tell you it's a real thing. And as you can see, I'm of that senior age. Most of the people that I touch on a daily basis are seniors. We share a lot of the same things medically. We share them financially. We share the concerns. What are we going to do? So a lot of this will center around people that own a home currently and may or may not have a mortgage on it now, but are in need of funds, and the funds that they need could be used for any purpose, to buy a home, to help a grandchild pay college tuition. We're here in the middle of August and might be a little bit late to hit that commission check, but there are those demands out there. And getting at the equity in your house as a senior is tough. It's tough. We have to qualify for it. We have to be able to show the lender that we can pay it back. That's a federal regulation that's been in place for about 10 or 12 years. With the reverse, we have a little bit of an advantage because we're going to get a piece of the equity that we have in our house, and we're going to be able to use it without restriction for any purpose that we need in our family.
Fantastic. Hey, Phil, you know what? I love it. Hey, I understand we got a couple of videos here that we can share with the audience now. They take about 3 minutes. Why don't we run the first one and let everyone get a feel for a reverse mortgage?
Sounds like a great idea. Let's do it.
Meet Mark and Linda, a retired couple who've worked hard to build a comfortable life in their home. They're about to embark on an exciting financial journey in retirement. Mark and Linda have lived in their home for decades and are now enjoying their retirement. But like many seniors, they're looking for ways to supplement their income without selling their beloved home or taking on an additional monthly payment with a home equity loan. Mark and Linda have expenses piling up and their retirement savings are running low. They're now concerned about how they'll maintain their quality of life while staying in their home on a fixed income.
Have you considered a reverse mortgage? It's a financial tool that can help you access the equity in your home without selling it. Let me explain how it works and how it can benefit you. A reverse mortgage is a loan that allows homeowners age 62 or older to convert a portion of their home equity into tax-free cash. One of the biggest advantages of a reverse mortgage is that monthly mortgage payments are not required. Instead, the loan is repaid when you sell the home, move out, or pass away. With a reverse mortgage, you can choose to receive the funds in several ways, depending on your needs. You can get a line of credit that you can tap into whenever you need it. The unique feature of a reverse mortgage line of credit is that it grows over time, giving you access to more funds, creating a safety net for the future. You can choose to receive a lump sum payment at closing, you can receive monthly payments to supplement your income, or you can choose any combination of the three options, such as a lump sum at closing and a line of credit, or a monthly payment and a line of credit. Each option has its advantages, and we can help you decide which one best suits your financial goals. Now, one of the significant benefits of a reverse mortgage is that you can use the funds however you like, whether it's renovating your home, paying off existing debts, covering medical expenses, or simply enjoying your retirement more comfortably. The choice is yours.
You might be wondering if you'll lose your home or if the bank now owns your home. The answer is no. With a reverse mortgage, you still own your home, and you can continue living in it as long as you meet certain requirements, such as remaining current on property taxes, homeowners insurance, the costs of home maintenance, and any HOA fees. The home must also be occupied as your primary residence. It's also important to understand that there are costs associated with reverse mortgages. The costs can vary depending on the type of loan, but generally they include an origination fee, mortgage insurance premiums, closing costs, and interest on the loan. These costs can be financed as part of the loan, which means you do not have to pay them up front. For Mark and Linda, a reverse mortgage means they can enjoy their retirement without worrying about finances. It offers them financial security, flexibility, and peace of mind. A reverse mortgage is a powerful resource for seniors like Mark and Linda, who wish to utilize their home equity while continuing to reside in their cherished home. This financial tool can provide a lifeline for achieving financial flexibility during retirement and a dependable safeguard for unforeseen expenses. To learn more about reverse mortgages and whether they're right for you, contact us today. Secure your future while staying in the home you love.
Oh, sound is gone. Sound is gone. Can you
That
hear
was
me?
a lot of information, Phil. That was incredible. So I heard a lot. There's a lot there for you to unpack. Talk to us about this reverse mortgage. A lot of people are concerned that if I get a reverse mortgage, I'm going to lose my home. I heard that if do I qualify? Tell me about the qualifications and how much money can I get, and am I going to lose my home?
Let's talk about the lose the home part first, okay? The bank or the lender, the mortgage company, FHA, HUD, none of those groups or entities want to take our home away. But we do have to keep up a few things. You have to pay your taxes. You have to pay your homeowner's insurance. You have to pay your condo fee if you're in a condo. And you have to maintain the property so that it's habitable. That becomes ominous. And a lot of the uncertainties and the myths surrounding reverse mortgages come down to this one as being the critical one. The lender does not own your home. They don't want to own your home. They want you to stay in it. And for that privilege, as seniors, when we do these, we don't have to make a payment as long as we live in the home. I think that the little video showed that a couple of times. But we do have to stay in the home as our primary residence. We can't rent it. We can't go to Florida and live in Florida and just hold this for our kids. You have to legitimately live in it. Once a year, the lender will check on that by sending you a note, and you just have to respond and say, yeah, I've been here. So you own the home, you have the privilege of staying there, you can sell it, you can do anything you want with it, just as you do right now with a traditional mortgage or no mortgage at all. So let's go to qualifying for one of these. One of the issues that we need is we need to have equity in the home. So we're saying that we can borrow a certain amount of the equity, and the equity is by formula. And I won't go into the formula at the moment, but the older we are, the more of the equity we can get a hold of or access. To do this, we have to prove to the lender, and this is a really good thing that came into being about 12 or 13 years ago on the reverse side. We have to prove that we can pay our real estate taxes, our homeowners insurance, and our condo fee by producing income documents. Now, those income documents aren't as intense or as difficult as they might be on a traditional mortgage. Your Social Security and your pension income will do it. I mean, if you think about it, most of us would have Social Security income, I would hope, that would be more than what we'd have to pay for our real estate taxes and our homeowners insurance. The other items that are tagged against the income would be if we have a car payment or we have credit cards and so on and so forth. Some of that is normal, but we can just prove that by showing that we have an income limit of, let's say, $1,200, and our taxes are $200 a month, and our homeowners insurance is $100 a month, and we might have a $400 car payment. We're well under the threshold of 100% of
Okay,
income.
sure.
Right? That really works well, because on a traditional mortgage, I don't want to make this mortgage 101, but on a traditional mortgage, we have to have all those components added up and totaled and then divided by our monthly income, and we can't exceed 40 or 45% of that to qualify. So we can almost take qualifying off the table for virtually everybody in this particular case.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure. So now we qualify. I'm 65 or older. I have a home.
Two or older.
62.
Two or older. Yeah.
62 or older.
Yeah.
I have a home. Maybe I have a mortgage on it. Maybe I don't at this point. I've been living in it 20, 30 years. There's a lot of equity in the home, in the marketplace. I have a need for cash. You say the reverse mortgage will allow me to get that cash. I can qualify for it so long as I can pay for the taxes, homeowners insurance, condo fees, whatever. Right. Okay. How much of the equity are we talking about getting, and what? They're just going to put a bag of money on my front porch still?
Well, there's some limitations. They're not going to loan us 100%. The basic formula is we're going to take the age of the youngest borrower if we have a married couple, the estimated value of the home. It's not appraised yet, but the estimated value of the home and the expected interest rate, which might be in these days around 6%, 6.25%. When we crunch that formula, and if we start at 62, we're going to be looking at being able to access 30% of the value of the property. So let's take a live example. Let's use $500,000 as the value of the home, and you're 62 and you qualify for roughly 30%. That's $150,000 that you'd be able to access. If you're 85, you're going to be by formula able to access somewhere in the vicinity of 60%. Right.
Okay.
Right.
So again, to this notion that I'm going to lose my home. No, you're still getting a mortgage, which most of us are familiar with. If you've been in your home 30 years, you've had a traditional mortgage that you've been paying on and sending the money to the bank. Now it's going the reverse direction. And the bank is saying if you're between 62 and let's just say 85,
whatever,
the bank will advance to you, loan to you 30% to 60% of the equity. So not 100%. So when they loan you 30% of the equity, that means you still have 70% in the property.
That's a really good point.
You still have not only ownership of your property, but you have now only pulled out 30% of its value for your use today. Or if you're 85, you've pulled out 60% today, and you still have 40 that's in there still working and growing for you.
That's correct. Yeah, through appreciation. That would be it.
Through appreciation.
Yeah. So I think that second video that you might have queued up, we'll go through a live example.
Oh, this is another way to use the reverse mortgage?
Oh, okay. That's the purchase one. So yeah. So we can do reverse mortgages as a, I'm going to call it a cash out refinance on our present home, because that's what they are. They're cash out refinances. If we're paying off the loan, we're paying off the loan with the equity that we're getting from the reverse. We're putting the rest in an unused line of credit to be used at another time, or whenever it's necessary, and life goes on. But you can also use the reverse mortgage as a concept to buy a home. So we can go out with a realtor, like Anthony and people on his team, purchase a home and do it with a reverse mortgage. In doing that, you're going to now get into a home and have the privilege of not having a payment other than your taxes and your insurance. Let's take our example of a $500,000 home. If we go in there with a traditional mortgage and we put 20% down, we're going to have a $400,000 loan. The $400,000 loan is going to probably have a principal interest payment, I'm going to guess, of $2,400. Could be 26, could be 25, somewhere in there. If we did that with a reverse, and you put, let's say you're in your 70s and you put 50% down, you put $250 from the sale of a previous home. Now you're going to put a reverse mortgage in place to take care of the closing costs and the other $250. You don't have that $2,500 or $2,400 hit for principal and interest. I think that makes some sense to a lot.
Well, you know what? It's mind blowing. I mean, it's graying my hair, Phil, just hearing this. The idea is that you can buy a home and not have a monthly mortgage payment. I tell you what, let's go to the video on that one.
Go to it.
Tom and Sarah are nearing retirement, and the house they've lived in for the past 35 years no longer fits their lifestyle plan. Although they love living in a home that's paid for, they know that maintaining an aging home will be challenging, not to mention the burden of navigating stairs. So recently, they decided to look into purchasing a new home. The problem is, they haven't been home shopping for over 30 years, and taking out a mortgage while on a fixed income in retirement concerns them. Tom and Sarah know that paying cash for their next home is probably the best purchase strategy, but aren't sure they can get the home they really want using only the proceeds from the sale of their existing home. They don't want to tap into their retirement accounts either, because they fear running out of money at some point in the future. Tom and Sarah purchased their current home in 1977 for $57,900, and now they own their home free and clear. A trusted realtor in the area told them that their house is valued at approximately $486,000. After closing costs and realtor fees, they'll net about $448,000 when they sell their home. So, with a budget of $448,000, Tom and Sarah begin the search for their dream home. Tom and Sarah don't always agree on everything, but one thing they do agree on is this. This may be the last home they purchase, and they want it to have things like single-story living, modern design, an upgraded kitchen, outdoor living space, and low maintenance. So, on a sunny Saturday morning, Tom and Sarah map out 3 homes they want to visit. After touring the first home, Sarah asked the sales agent, "How much does this home cost?" $700,000, ma'am, exclaims the friendly agent. That's a whopping $252,000 over Tom and Sarah's budget. Their dreams quickly turned to disappointment. The friendly sales agent mentioned that there's a unique loan program that they should really consider because it was designed just for them. He went on to explain a strategy that middle-income and affluent boomers like Tom and Sarah have been using since 2009 to purchase their dream home. He told them about the Home Equity Conversion Mortgage for Purchasing Program, or H4P program for short. What makes this program unique is that it only requires a one-time payment of about 50% of the price of the home. And then there are no monthly mortgage payments for the rest of your life. You remain responsible for home maintenance and the payment of property taxes, home insurance, and any HOA fees. Tom and Sarah realized they actually can afford the $700,000 home on this program, and that they are effectively doubling their purchasing power compared to paying cash or taking out a regular mortgage. The new H4P program is for those ages 62 and up. It's an FHA insured program that simply requires a one-time down payment of about 50% of the purchase price and does not require a mortgage payment as long as you live in the home. Remember that home maintenance and payment of property taxes and insurance are ongoing program requirements. Discover how you can buy the home you really want without tying up a large portion of your savings. Take the next step and learn more. Contact us today to learn why we're the nation's largest H4P lender, with loan specialists in 48 states.
That's fantastic, Phil. I mean, that is amazing. You now, 62 years or older, you're living in your home. The home may need to be updated. You want to stay in your home. If you want to stay in your home, you can do a reverse and pull out 30 to 60% of the equity and remain in your home. But if you want to sell your home, you can use this reverse mortgage program to actually purchase your new home with a 50% down payment from the sale of your old home. You can use it to buy a new home and not have a mortgage payment. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So what we're doing, we're taking the option of not making a payment. These aren't free, so the interest that would accumulate against the outstanding balance gets added to the balance. We have to recognize that when we go into these. So on a regular loan, we're making a principal and interest payment on a monthly basis. Most of us have done that, right? Or continue to do that. But with this, we're not going to make the payment. We're going to redirect that money out of our income to other aspects of our financial life. And the interest then gets added to the loan balance. So the loan balance tends to grow over time. And it's important to understand that for all of us.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, Phil, hey, let me put this up so everyone can see how they can get in touch with you.
Perfect.
Everyone, I hope this has just been very informative about reverse mortgage. It's just the beginning of it. Phil is going to be coming to us weekly, and on September 30th, Wednesday, September 30th, from 12 to 3 p.m., we're going to be having a lunch and learn at our offices at Keller Williams Preferred Properties at 1441 McCormick Drive in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. That's Wednesday, September 30th. Oh, okay, Phil's putting up his face.
I think it's the 23rd, is it not?
No, it's the 30th. It's Wednesday the 30th.
Okay.
That's right. It's Wednesday the 30th. And I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday the 30th because that's what I have written down. But
well,
if it changes,
we're going to do it in September. Yeah, we're going to do it in September.
That's right, and we got plenty of time. So, Phil, hey, I want to thank you for coming on to the show. This has been another episode of Chasing Gazillions, not the same as making millions. Just a local real estate professional bringing everybody helpful, informative information that's useful to them. And thank you so much, Phil. And we're going to see you next week, the same time, Wednesday at 1 o'clock.
Right. In the meantime, if anybody has a question, they can contact me through that.
Okay, let's put Phil's information up there. There it is.
Perfect.
Right there.
Perfect. Happy to hear from anyone with any question. That'd be great.
Excellent.
Thanks for having me, Anthony. Yep.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Right.
We'll see you next week.
See you now. Waving with the wrong hand. All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.